Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we are headed to Malibu, California to look at 5 amazing fantasy dream homes. Stay tuned. Okay, and welcome to another edition of Fantasy Dream Homes. And today we are headed to Malibu, California. And we're going to zoom in here real quick and we'll show you right where Malibu is located. So let me just get back here a little bit so we can get some perspective. So here's the state of California. That's the borderline, and it comes down like this, meets Arizona, and it's got all these jagged edges, meets Mexico, straight line. So Malibu is located in Southern California. So San Francisco, Oakland, Sacramento, they're all up in Northern California. LA, San Diego, 2 biggest cities in Southern California. San Diego sits right on the border. And this is Malibu. And I'm just going to stop right here to give people a chance to go straight to the houses if they want. What you can do is if you want to skip ahead and get right to the house tours, no problem. So what you do is you look at your timeline here, and we've segmented it for you. So if I click right here, there's house number 1, and you can scroll house number 2, number 3, 4, and so on. You don't have to watch us talk about, give you some information about Malibu. You can go straight to the presentation of the houses. But in the meantime, we're going to talk a little bit more about Malibu. So Malibu is an area that's approximately 21 miles long, and it's really all of this right in here. This is all beach. If we go in real close, and houses too. If we go in real close, you can see these houses, and they may not look like much from above, but these are, I don't know, the cheapest one of them might be $3 million, and they go up from there. And the ones we're going to be looking at are pretty spectacular homes. So Malibu is known for a lot of things. If we talk about the climate, it's your typical LA climate. So you're not going to have any freezing weather. Well, I shouldn't say never, but it will be rare. You'll see these record lows here that get below freezing, but that almost never happens. These are your average low temperatures. So you have Fahrenheit, and in parentheses, you have Celsius, okay? And it doesn't get too hot either, except for lately. And we've been having a problem with a lot of wildfires. And, you know, one of the things you're going to have to live with when you are in Malibu, we'll get to the wildfires in a minute. There are all kinds of issues. So you're going to have to live with a much higher cost of living. These are your wildfires, mudslides, storms, earthquakes. These are all part of what you have to deal with when you want to live among the celebrities or among where movies are shot. And to give you an idea, this is a list of movies that have been shot in Malibu. And there has to be in the hundreds. There are so many movies where Malibu is featured, even just briefly in the movie. I would say that this is not a complete list. I would say it's double or triple what you see here. So lots of movie shots in Malibu. You know, it's a glamorous city with lots of celebrities, lots of VIP people living in Malibu. But again, one of the things you have to deal with is fires. And right now in the United States, in the western United States, look at all the fires. These are ongoing fires right now. The biggest one being in Oregon. This is showing you that over 300,000 or more acres are currently burning in this particular fire. It's called the bootleg fire. and it was started by lightning. If I back out here, you will see that most of these fires are started by lightning. You can see them in Canada. You know, these are real remote areas, and this is probably how most of these fires started with lightning. But the conditions are just absolutely dry and terrible right now, and ideal for wildfires in California. And it's crazy. I mean, because a lot of these are 10,000 acre fires, or at least 1,000 acres burning. Um, and a lot of them are out of control. They cannot control. I think of the bootleg fire, which is the biggest one right now. Something like only 18% of the fire is contained. It's over 600 um, square miles, or over 1,500 square kilometers in the size. You know, these are a lot of these are massive fires. So this is one of the prices you pay for living in a place like Malibu, because they're dealing with this all the time. All right, we're going to try to focus on something a little bit more cheerful here. Here's the tourism information. I'm going to have this long link. It'll be in the show notes so you don't have to remember. We're going to get right on to the Zillow website. And this is all Malibu right here. It's that coastline we were looking at before, and a little bit of ways from the coast. So the first home we're going to be looking at is over $12 million. And let me just say something about this home. This is by far the least expensive home we're going to look at. If anybody wants to deed this home over to me, I promise I will never complain about living in the slummiest home in Malibu. No, this is anything but slummy. It's not slummy. It's a matter of fact. I will make the argument that this home right here is equally as nice as a lot of these other homes. As the price is going to escalate, you will see. But right now, let's take a look at this one. It's over 12 point. It's $12.5 million. 4 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, almost 6,000 square feet. It's sitting on 4.37 acres of land. It was built in the year 2006. So let's take a virtual tour of our first fantasy dream home of the day. Okay, so this next home is going for almost $23 million. See, we're jumping way up in price here. 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, over 7,000 square feet. Sitting on an acre of land and built in the year 1988. Let's take a virtual tour of this next home. All right, home number 3. We're going up in price, $32.5 million, 9 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, unknown square feet. That's pretty important, but for whatever reason, this agent decided not to list it. Sitting on 1.35 acres of land, built in the year 1999. Let's take a virtual tour. All right, this next home is going for $38 million, 8 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, 12,000 square feet, sitting on a big lot of 22.25 acres, and it was built in 1988. Let's take a virtual tour of this next fantasy dream home. Okay, and this final fantasy dream home of the day is going for a whopping $56.5 million. It's 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 10,500 square feet, sitting on 1.56 acres of land, built in the year 1995. And I've got to beg you to put in your comments, is this house worth this money? I mean, when you look at it's not that much bigger than the other houses we've been looking at. Yes, it's going to have a great view. You know that. But that's you have the comments, people. You have the power. Let us know what you think. So let's take a virtual tour of this final fantasy dream home of the day. Okay, so that about wraps up another edition of Fantasy Dream Homes. We hope you had a good. I can't believe we didn't get to Malibu before this, but no, we haven't been to Malibu. This is the first show we've done on Malibu. But we hope you had a good time. If you want to become an active member of our channel, please subscribe, for crying out loud, and click the little bell for notifications so that you'll be told every time we come out with a new video. Also, you can subscribe and you can support the channel on Patreon. If I put something in the show notes that describes how we view each house and how much time we spend looking at rooms and stuff like that. And I made a suggestion. If you want to maybe get some personalities on this channel, check out the show notes, okay? But in the meantime, we want you to be safe out there during this pandemic, everyone. Keep smiling. Take care. Bye-bye.